Story, Dr. Heidegger's Experiment, is written in 1837, and it kind of refers to what are called the seven cardinal sins. Not all seven, but a few of them. And the seven cardinal sins are pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth, which means laziness. So it's an allegory, a story that shows philosophical and religious beliefs in the characters and events that have abstract meaning. So the setting we think is in Massachusetts somewhere, um, and it's in the study or the library of Dr. Hawthorne. It's kind of a creepy place. I mean, there's dust everywhere and cobwebs and dingy, dark. It's not a well-lit place. The story takes place at night, which makes it even more freaky. So, in the story, there are these characters. Dr. Heidegger, he's an older physician, very wise, and he is the protagonist of the story. The other characters, there's a colonel, Colonel Killigrew, and he's a man who, throughout his life as a soldier, had many indulgent sinful pleasures. Good wine, good food. Okay, he loves this sort of thing, and it affects his health in a very negative way when he's older. Our next character is Mr. Medbourne. He is a rich merchant who loses all his money in speculation, greed. Uh, Mr. Gascoigne is a politician, and his career is ruined by corruption. And then we have the widow Wycherly. She was an absolutely beautiful woman in her younger days. Loved all of those three gentlemen, Killigrew, Medbourne, and Gascoigne. And then a character that is mentioned in the story is Sylvia Ward. And Sylvia was engaged to Dr. Heidegger. And the night before their wedding, she dies. She had been feeling ill. Dr. Heidegger prescribes some medication for her, and she dies the next day. So nobody's really sure if she dies of whatever disease she had or sickness, or was it the medication that Dr. Heidegger had given her. So he's got kind of a question mark in his past. Okay, so uh, the story proceeds that Dr. Heidegger goes into a book and he pulls out this old rose that was given to him by Sylvia on the night or the few days before their wedding, that he saved in a book. You put it in a book and you close the book and it dries out. So he opens the book, he pulls out this dried up old rose, and he sprinkles some of this water on it. He calls it magic water. And within a few minutes, the rose blooms back into its natural beauty that it was 50 years ago. So he invites the characters in the story to drink the water. And he says it comes from a place in Florida called the Fountain of Youth. Now, this is the old myth story that was passed through Europe hundreds of years before. An explorer, real guy, Ponce de León, goes down to what is now present-day Florida, to a lake called Lake Okeechobee. And the natives there tell him about this magic place that has healing water. If you drink it or you bathe in it, all your ills will go away and you become younger. So somehow Dr. Heidegger gets some of this water. And he shows them what happens to the rose. He says, if you drink it, you'll become young again. So they all kind of like that idea. I mean, they're all old men and old ladies now, all wrinkled and kind of look like your instructor. And they drink the water and they become young. And they love it. And they want to drink more. So they drink more and they become younger and younger. And through all of the mistakes that they made in their past, you think that they would have learned their lesson. But no. Killigrew starts thinking about, oh, get a bottle of wine, have some nice food. Medbourne starts making deals, some kind of real estate deals to make a bunch of money. Gascoigne is running around saying, vote for me, vote for me. He's going to be that politician again. And the widow Wycherly is chatting up all the guys and teasing them and wants them all to dance with her. And now a fight ensues, just like back in the old days. And the water in the vessel is on a table. It gets knocked over in the fight. The water is shattered and spills all over the floor. And they become old again. The effects of the magic has worn off. So Dr. Heidegger says, hey, you guys didn't learn your lessons from the past. You know, you should have learned something from your experiences. And instead, they're all plotting to find their way back to Florida to go find this magic water. Okay, so the moral of the story is learn life's lessons and don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again.